Hey guys, and welcome back to this small series of reflections that we're going to be having throughout this time. And on the last video that I made, we were discussing the importance of learning to value our time. And today we're going to expand on that, but really focusing on what we're going to do with our time. It's extremely important to live an intentional life. And part of an intentional life is to have goals in mind. You see, if you're not pushing yourself to accomplish certain goals, aspirations, dreams, or simply just make a change for good in your life, then you might be breathing but not necessarily living, and there's a big difference. Now, goals are important for two reasons. One, they bring self-discipline into our lives. You see, now we need to make the sacrifices needed in order to fulfill those dreams or aspirations or whatever it might be. The second thing that it does is that it brings purpose into our lives. And today we're going to be looking at a passage in the Bible in Luke chapter 14 verses 28 through 30. Now this is Jesus, the one that is speaking here, and he said, "For which of you, desiring to build a tower, does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it? Otherwise, when he has laid a foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it will begin to mock him, saying, 'This man began to build and was not able to finish.'" Now this verse really brings out a big reality in our lives, and that is that dreams without goals become disappointments. You see, if you don't have some sort of plan, some sort of goal into how you're going to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish, then it's just going to stay as that, a dream or an aspiration, nothing more. Now, although it is important to set all these personal goals and things like that, it's even more important to set spiritual goals. You see, a lot of the times we worry more about having a plan to get in shape, to having a plan to get a better job, but we don't take the time to make a plan to get closer to God. Now, if you truly want to see some sort of change in your life, then you need to come up with some sort of game plan in order to get closer to God. That could mean simply just setting up a schedule in which you don't only make time for God, but you prioritize God. That could also mean to just have some sort of plan into how you're going to approach your devotional time. Now that could simply mean just knowing what book you're interested in reading in the Bible, or what Bible plan you're going to be using in the Bible app. The point here is to be very intentional, to have some sort of specific plan into how you're going to get closer to God. And now remember this, just because you're doing a lot more in your life, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily getting a lot more done. See, a lot of people are running their life like if they're on a treadmill. You see them and it looks like they're getting a lot of things done, but when you really look at it, they've been stuck in the same place, in the same spot in their lives for a long time now. A lot of times, you're not going to be able to change your situation, but you're going to be able to change in the midst of that situation. Guys, with everything that's going on, it feels like a lot of it is out of our hands. Like the situation is way out of our control. But what we should really be looking at is, how am I going to be able to change in the midst of everything that's going on around me? And always keep this in mind. Never underestimate a situation that God has put in front of you, because each of them is an opportunity for you to grow. Each of them is an opportunity for you to make a change in your life. It all depends on how we respond to it. Every battle has its own significance. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys today. And as always, stay safe and God bless you guys.